someone is making like a very silly video game in an effort to uh, put forth a political message that I might not necessarily agree with, it's still a video game that they made, you know. Nah, it was awful and they feel bad. I don't think so. It was made with government grants too, I think, from the Norwegian government. Sometimes I get sad when devs hear stuff like that. No, they're right. CD Projekt Red should only make games about being Polish. You have to farm a bunch of dust and then beg to use a single computer. No DI games from them. Cyberpunk 2077 could be as woke as it wanted because it was fundamentally a dystopia, and you're supposed to hate this modern society and its values. That's why, in its efforts to be woke, it only became more right-wing. Wait, what? This is literally bad media analysis, but from the opposing side. Because I argued against people who routinely said this actually was a over-sexualization and fetishization of trans people, and it was actually problematic for that reason, where I had to explain to people that no, it is a right-wing dystopia, okay? Bad things are going to exist. And that is the reason why this isn't like trans representation. This is the fetishization and commodification of trans people, okay? As sexual objects, as objects of sexual desire, because it's supposed to be a right-wing dystopia. This guy literally thought that this is woke. Oh my god! Oh shit, I've never noticed that cock before. Yeah, she got a girl cock. Hard one too. Trans people were mad about this. They were like, "This is you're fetishizing trans people." Like, this game is actually so not woke, is what they said. Ironically, and now right-wing gamers are saying the same. But in the opposite side, they're like, "No, this is really woke," and therefore, this ad is actually quote unquote woke. But because it's cyberpunk, is anti-woke. They're making fun of us or something. Yes, I know my is wrong. I know, and that is because they. Claire, the trans actress who got no recognition in the conversation around the game's launch, drove me nuts. Yeah, it was a great game. It had great trans representation in general, and yes, of course, sometimes, like in a capitalist dystopia like cyberpunk universe, there is going to be hyper-commodification and also hypersexualization of trans people. That is, bad things exist in the world, and art is supposed to reflect that. And people try to sanitize art and make sure that art is only artistic expression is stunted and only showcases good, and after that, then it's no longer a real expression. So stupid. My point is, and this is why I'm saying I'm a goddamn centrist on this issue a little bit, is that both sides do this, the right does it all the time, and they're way more annoying than the left on this issue, okay? Especially because no one on the right, as far as I understand, checks the rest of the right. In the same way that, like, I, as a leftist, routinely yell at rabbits who look at artistic expression and say, we must sanitize it, we must sanitize it, it is not woke enough. Let's get back to this dumbass video.
What I'm saying is true. We should notice a feminization, a pussification, a gayification of video games that has happened the past 20 years. And before you bring up the video games don't have opposites in 2024, calm your tits, you know what I mean? So to find 600 games, I didn't have to look very far. I literally just went to the front page of Xbox Game Pass and found these games. This is clearly what Phil and his gamer homos actually expects us men to do. Here they are. Creatures expect us to be ready to play. If you are one so goddamn insecure about your man,
You
that
disappoint
you
me.
can't play a
Is that
single
the
game
best
with like
part?
women or, you know, like a cute game, then you're not a man at all. That's number one. Number two, okay? What kind of game you play does not make you more of a man, you delusional, insecure loser. Holy dude. I cannot comprehend the fragility. I just don't understand how these guys are not more embarrassed. I really, really, really think the Hugbot actually broke so many people's brains. Like, guys like this, that have attitudes like this, never go outside in the real world, never have anybody respect them to be like, dude, what are you talking about? The master of gaming? Like, what would he be here? video games, dumbass. Like, there's no shame anymore. No third spaces, no walkable cities, no interaction with your fellow man that can just turn around and be like, what do you mean a massive game? It's a video game, dude. Like, the average person over the age of 35 right now still thinks like playing video games is for children, okay? That is the reality of the majority of people. If you were to go to a person like this, okay, showering for a month and a half, their greasy ass would be here, and you're like, yeah, sir,
Playtime is over.
why are you
Too bad.
okay?
Won't make
Like,
it
what
much
do you mean?
further.
Video games are no longer as masculine. It's like men used to go to war, man. What are you talking about? Go to the trenches, please. Go work in a job site. What do you mean? Video games
I'll
are
see
no
you
longer
dead.
masculine. Dungeons of Introverts, Sunlock, Seed of Dawn, Fly, Magical Delicacy, and Chia. Now you might say, well, Andrew, you're specifically picking out games aimed at children. No, dude, I'm literally just going to the front page of Game Pass, and these are 6 games featured on the front page of Game Pass. Also, side note, isn't it weird that these pedo developers are all making games aimed at kids? Well, you could have heard from take away from it, buddy. These developers. Yeah, why are they developers? Because they're queer, and that's why they're
Started.
But that's a whole other thing I'm not going to get into right now. Alright, so what games from the 2000s should we compare these with? These are 6 kind of random games that I just happened to put on the shelf without thinking too much about it. They are Brothers in Arms Road to Hill 30, Ride to Hill Retribution, Warfare 2, Dark Sector, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. And again, all I'm going to do here is read the description. Dog, this is marketing, okay? This is marketing. I don't understand why these guys are so brain broken by capitalism that they mistake marketing for like what you're actually supposed to get out of the game. Chronicles of Riddick is an incredible game, not because of the box art or how they marketed it. It's an awesome game because I just really like future dystopian prison structures in general. I think that's like a very cool concept, and Andor is awesome. Anyway, but that's like Road to Hell Retribution. That game was unplayable crap. I don't know about that game. I've never even seen that one. And Deus Ex, for example, also once again, capitalist dystopia in the future, very political, very woke. Like, scratch the surface, please. I think these guys have lost touch with what makes us human. Okay, you're not supposed to just look at the marketing and be like, that's it. You know, this is all woke and gay, and that's what my assessment is. You're supposed to play the game and enjoy it. Play the game and hate it if you hate it too. Like, I mean, that can also happen. I do believe he pulled them out randomly from a shelf. It's more of a representation of what his social conditioning told him was cool and hardcore and cool, so he has to play it to be seen as cool in front of his friend. But playing video games does not make you more masculine or more feminine, okay? It's the thing that you
All
do.
performance in
Back in the day, our parents used to tell us, don't judge a book by its cover, and that's all this guy is doing. He is just judging the games by their cover. I very much doubt this dude believes any of the shit he's saying. He's literally using every buzzword he can to capture the attention of an admin/ecstasy viewer. I know. And we will compare. 2024, Creatures of Abba. Let your empathy guide you as you play an exciting action-adventure creature saver game. Understand and tame the creatures of Abba and let them lead you through a variety of ecosystems, all in the hopes of saving the planet from a life-consuming infection. I also found out that the 2 main characters of this game are, of course, homosexual black women because, you know, 2024. This is what's crazy about this is, like, I didn't even know this game existed. Okay, I was clueless for the existence of this video game because I guess I'm a relatively healthy person. So, for that reason, if something is not appealing to me,
And not even on the basis of the video game maker being a black woman who's gay or whatever. But if something is not appealing to me, like a cozy game like this, then I just don't even see it. I don't understand why these guys can't comprehend that there could be video games out there that are not for them. Okay? That's it. It's like, maybe if in the 90s, 100% of video games were geared towards him, now 95% of games are geared towards his interests, and now there's also a 5% of games that are not geared towards his immediate interest, and he sees it. I'm losing my mind. Why do they have this? Why is this allowed? They should make it illegal. It's not, like, it's just pure selfishness. You know what I mean? The assumption that it's like, who's this for? It's for nobody. It's like, no, I'm sure there's people that play this game. You know what I mean? That's why they made it. And I don't understand, even if they're making it for virtually no one, what is it to you? Why do you care? It doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand it. Can you imagine, like, an artist, okay, an impressionist decides to paint a painting, okay, and for the first time ever, decides to paint a prostitute rather than the naked body of a prostitute, rather than the only imagery that we have in previous artistic expression, if there were any naked women at all, was, you know, angels, right? But now, you're going against the grain. You've decided to paint a prostitute.
What?
Your legs. Who cares? Let's get mad at that. Like, what are you, a psychopath? It's just not for you. Move on. Also, I'm giving you, that's not a bad example. That is a real example from the real world. I'm explaining to you actual art history, okay? Like, can you imagine being like, excuse me, Mr. Monet, sir, you're supposed to make art just for me. Medieval Gooner. Not Manet, not Monet. Okay? You're right. Thank you. Thank you, little bear. Manet, sir! Why have you done this thing? I don't like it. You made it over. It's not allowed. Why have you made naked lady? There's a sex worker across the him. It's a naked baby. They're supposed to be an angel. Oh, Commonwealth. Oh, hate it. Off with your head. French, not British. Okay, shut up. It's medieval Gooner is always going to be a British accent. I don't know how to do a medieval French accent. Okay, you're missing a fundamental point that they believe that we do not think even concepts of overpopulation and therefore that resources could be for right now we're gaming. Be wasting on queer aim games, the flaw in their logic. There is no resource for everyone to get their share. Well, that's insane. That's insane. If you think that the real reason why games don't hit no more is because like 5% of the video games are not immediately being marketed to, you are the dumbest person on the planet. 100% of the gaming industry is dominated by the interests of capital. Okay? Whether it is the 5% that's targeted towards queer gamers or female gamers or whatever or the 95% that is still targeted towards the unwashed masses, okay? It's all to make money. And the real reason why some games, especially AAA or quadruple A titles now, suck is directly because of the profit incentive. It has nothing to do with, like, you know, queer people doing queer visibility in video games. They're just a dumbass actually believes this nonsensical bullshit. And, you know, they can keep farming you forever. There has not been a single moment throughout gaming history where, like, queer people, gay people, trans people, women in general have not been involved in the artistic mode of video game creation. Okay.